All right, today's fun was doing a Outlander 500. It is a Can-Am. Customer was having issues with the EFI fuse, kept blowing for the fuel pump. It's a pretty common issue that I see coming to the shop. A lot of the times, you're out riding and usually loses fuel pressure, or sometimes in this case it will, pop the fuse. It's not a whole lot of, work to do it. You gotta remove the right rear fender. If you do have a rear bumper, we just take and loosen it up and kind of get out of the way. And then you do have a metal trim piece that would go on right here from the battery compartment to the rear trunk. You got to remove that also. Once you remove that, you can remove the two 10mm bolts that's in here, and you can kind of lift up on the tray to gain complete access to the fuel pump. So it's not a terrible job to do. Usually R&R time and something like this is about an hour and a half. So with a very minimum tools and a few extra hours in the afternoon, you can get your machine back up and going. If you guys have any issues that you're coming across or things that you want to know about, feel free, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out throughout the process. But a quick way, I guess, you're curious, how did he know that the fuel pump was bad? Or, easiest way to do it is come in here and just unplug the fuel pump and put in a new 5-amp fuse inside the fuse box. Just in case if you don't know where that's at, up underneath the front compartment, this will just unsnap. It just has some quick snaps underneath of it, and right here is going to be where your relays are. So you have your box. I'll had it upside down, so it's going to be in the same orientation. So right here I'll say fuel pump fuse. A 5-amp, once you pull it off, it's going to be in the exact same spot right there. So it's just a 5-amp. Do not put a bigger one in there that is, causing for fire hazard or, something like that. You don't want to run into that. So best thing is, if it breaks down, tow it back in, unplug the fuel pump, install a new fuse, turn on the key. If the fuse doesn't pop, you got a fuel pump issue. If the fuse continues to pop, you got to shorten your harness somewhere, which then is getting into a whole new animal of diagnosing it. But yeah, any questions, let me know, and hopefully this helps you guys that's having this issue. And if you're unsure which way that you should go before you go ahead and spend $300 or whatever most shops are going to charge you for labor plus the parts. So like I said, give me any